so I'm going to make some, look at this whole big old bag of apples. I don't remember what this is called, but we got 2 of these. I'm gonna do some applesauce going in the crock pot. I wanted to do some applesauce and some apple scotch butter, but I don't have any butterscotch to do that right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get some applesauce done, and then I want to practice doing cupcakes. I am trying to get better at my icing skills, so I figured what better way to do that than make cupcakes. So we're gonna make some cupcakes. I'm gonna do probably half vanilla and half caramel apple, because this sounds good. Only difference is, well, you'll see. But I'm gonna get some applesauce going here, and that means I have to get some apples and get them washed and get them peeled. The apple scotch butter recipe that I was going to make, you didn't have to peel them, but I'm going to peel them for this anyways. I was going to make just a big thing of, well, I was going to make a big crock pot full of apple sauce, and then like at the end of the process, that's when I was going to do like a part of it being the apple scotch and then part of it being just normal apple sauce. How many times we will say applesauce in this video? Probably a lot. But kind of rained on my parade because I didn't have any butterscotch. So I'm still going to do my applesauce. Obviously don't want these apples to go bad. This one's already pretty rough looking. He's nasty. We'll work around it. But yeah, I'm just going to wash up a bunch of these and get them peeled. I want to save the peelings. That's why I got a bag here, which I typically will put peelings like potato peelings and apple peelings into a bag and then put it into the trash. But the chickens can have apple skin. It says it's iffy if they'll eat it or not. I've noticed my chickens eat pretty much anything. So I'm going to take out the apples peeling to them as a little treat. So that's what the bag is for, even though like I said, I probably would have used the bag anyways. But we're just getting a sink full of apples here. I'm going to get them washed, peeled, cut, and we'll just share that with you. I don't know, I'm pretty sure people know about Crock-Pot applesauce, but I just felt like filming it. And I'm going to share the apple cupcakes as well. So.
Turn the tide, let the water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide, you can bury yourself beneath the stones. Somebody told me don't.
Okay, so I got maybe half of them done here. I'm going to go ahead and get these put in the crock pot. Now I could use an apple corer and it might make this a little bit easier, or it might not. The other night, the night we went apple picking, I made an apple pie and it was delicious, by the way. The best I think I've made. The crumble for the top was perfection. But I used my apple slicer that cores them, and most of the apples was too big and it was getting caught on the side, and I was still having to cut it up and all that. So I'm just making applesauce with this.
I can feel the sun and how the wind makes way across the fields. Let me take a breath. Let me be a part of something real. Someone said it's better when you hold on to a hell.
Okay, so this was only the apples that I'd already peeled, and we're gonna call this good because I want to be able to have room to stir it. I'm thinking the rest of them that I have washed over here, I'm gonna wait a bit. I want to have room to stir it. So I'm just gonna call this good. The rest of these that I have washed later, either me or if Wendy's awake and she wants to do it at that point, I'm gonna peel those, slice them up, and make some more dried apples in the dehydrator. I shared that with you all a while ago, a couple of videos ago. I don't know, at some point I shared it anyways. But this is all we have left of the dried apples. It's a good way to preserve them. You can use these in like little hand pies. We like to use them in cookies, which is Lily's absolute favorite cookie recipe. But John just likes to get the jar and just eat them like a little snack. So I'm going to make some more of those definitely anyways. And I already got those apples washed and out. We might just go ahead and get those in the crock pot. But we're just adding about a half cup of brown sugar here. Just a little extra for some good measure. And I was going to add some vanilla, but I don't want to add that to the applesauce. So I'm going to add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of cinnamon here. A sprinkle of salt. Just going to get this mixed up a little bit. Yeah, I didn't want it to be overflowing because I knew I wanted to be able to stir it up and add some sugar and cinnamon. And I couldn't have done that if I put much more in here. Now you could also opt to put a little bit of lemon juice if you wanted to at this point. But I'm not going to for 2 reasons. 1, we don't have any. And 2, I probably wouldn't if we did anyways, because typically I don't. So when I made that apple pie recipe a few nights ago, it called for lemon. I skipped it and it still come out delicious. Typically I do skip it because we usually don't keep stuff like that in the house. However, John has really been liking me to put some lemon juice into his teas lately. So we have been keeping it lately, but I'd used it in the tea and we didn't have any. Alright, it already smells delicious. When I made the apple pie the other night, my house smelled heavenly. So I'm hoping and excited, thinking that this is going to do the exact same thing. You bet. If you want a treat. What do you think of that, huh? Y'all made a mess with your food, though. You're not sure about them? Okay, so these cinnamon ones, we're gonna pop the top on all the way around and then pull it up. Then it's gonna pop this part off and eat it, because what else we gonna do with it? And then that will go back on top after we get it filled up. I'm gonna do this with all of them. I'm not actually going to eat all 6 of these. Lay them to the side to let the kids eat it, though. I wanted to do this part when the apples were still hot because I was going to use caramel sauce. But then I found these in the pantry and I figured we would use them because they just seem like they'd be better. Not making the cake more wet than the apples are going to make it, and it'll give it a little bit of bite to it. So I got just a little bit of apples here in the bowl. I'm going to take my meat masher. It's clean, in case you didn't know. I don't know why I just felt like I needed to justify that. I mean, clarify that it is clean. Just want to mash them up into smaller bits here. And I could have used a knife, but I just figured this would be the quicker way. And I'm not looking for perfection or anything. Caramel in the bottom of all of them. What if Wendy wants to try them? Leave those two without caramel. Go ahead and get these filled up here. Okay, and then these four closest to us here. Get some apples in each of them. Don't want to go overboard with these just in case they're not what my dreams are made of. I'm going to add just a little bit of the good caramel here. Don't want it trying to come out. Then we just pop the top on. These are going to be good. I would have done all of them like this if Wendy would eat them, but she won't, so we're just going to do 4 caramel apple ones, 2 apple, and then 6 original vanilla. But this is the star of the show. We're not even worried about them guys back there today. And then I also put it in them caramel apple cupcakes I made over there. Whip whip.
How fun.
Yep.
Could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should've told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed. And I turn the tide. Let the water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide. You can bury yourself beneath the stones. Somebody told me don't pretend, 'cause everyone could use a friend sometimes. Take some good advice. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody is waiting down the line. You pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright. I can feel the sun and how the wind makes way across the fields.
And that's going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with us. If you're interested in the bed, it will be linked down below. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Bye, friends.